All right, welcome everybody. This is a kind of an odd situation you guys see us in here. Racing Revolution is who we're bringing you here tonight, but we are actually joining another group here tonight in the league at the Iowa Speedway. We're going to be running the Bikes for Tykes 125 here, and we're going to have a little chat with Scott in a little bit, kind of see how he came up with this, what Iowa means to him, and kind of what Bikes for Tykes means to him, and how there are ways you can get involved. But let's go ahead and get to Iowa, purchased by NASCAR in actually 2013. This was originally built with Rusty Wallace and a couple other guys out there for the 7/8 of a mile track. It took about $70 million to build here, and is only seats about 30,000 people. So I don't believe at this point NASCAR is running this track. I know Indy is, I know ARCAs are, but tonight we're going to be running the truck series here with the Racing Revolution, guys. You'll see a lot of your favorite drivers out there. James Loveland will be out there. Robert Rader will be out there. Whoop. As we can see him flipping on his lid, so he'll be heading to his backup car.
Ooh.
Boy, I hope we don't see a whole bunch of that here tonight, but appreciate you guys joining us here. Sean Lattin in the chat immediately. Dude, I love it. Appreciate you being here, man. Stella, Patrick Morrison here in the booth with SimTraX Broadcasting. This should be a good one here tonight. I'm interested to see what all we can get done in these 125 laps here. As these guys, I think, will be probably choking up here just a little bit to get ready for qualifying. We'll just kind of putt around here and take a look at everybody. Most numbers did stay the same out there on the track. If you guys know from Racing Revolution, what numbers they normally start as. Trevor Earhart will actually be out of the 21 and into the 99. Ted Rekich will be joining us here tonight. He will no longer be in the 00. He'll be in the 10. And I believe Caleb Gilbert, he'll be out of the 40 and into the 23 Chevrolet out there tonight. We'll see if we can catch up with his vehicle. There he is in the 23, the Jack Daniels machine. So we'll see how else that is. I think there are a couple other ones here still. I believe Nick Alves, he'll be out of the 24 and into the 26, so not too bad. But you can't miss him in that Coastal Financial Toyota out there. And I believe Michael Bennett in the number 6 right here. There we go. That should be in the Razor truck. But the same color green should kind of help you guys tune in so you can find your driver out there. I know this is a fun race, but I definitely expect to see a little door rubbing here. I think these guys are going to be kind of bumping and banging their way down the track, especially trying to figure this out, because we saw Rader flip it on the driver's side there, and I'm hoping that's not going to be the whole race, because these guys are going to be definitely pushing each other around. Stella, you didn't correct me here. Jeremy Burns is not in the 9. He'll be in the 72. What are you doing?
Well, you have to tell me so I can tell you.
Oh, man. All right. Well, can you tell me anything about this track? How is the banking here? What are we looking forward to? Kind of really, is this more of a flat track, or is this kind of angled pretty well out there?
Well, I'd call it more of a flat track, but you know that you mentioned Rusty Wallace was the one who designed it. He did design this one a lot like Richmond, because he was very good at Richmond. But that actually is their claim to fame. They are the only track that was designed by a prior driver. But these bankings, we're looking at the turns at 12 to 14 degrees. The front stretch is 10, and your back stretch is 4.
Yeah, speaking of the backstretch, I believe that is also about 869 feet long, is where they're saying it, with a unique multi-tiered recreational vehicle viewing area.
Yeah, that's another thing that they have that is unique to this track. That and only the 30,000 seats. But this track was also a casualty of COVID. They had the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the Camping Truck World Series before that, but they have not come back here since the closing of 2020.
Yeah, and that is crucial, especially for a track. You and I were just at Charlotte talking how they're busy over 300 days of the year. Really Iowa having to shut down the entire time. I don't know how much longer they can really hold out once NASCAR gets a hold of them. It kind of leaves the private hands and more into the business itself. I expect to see the Cup cars come back here. I just don't know. With only 30,000 seats, you kind of got that sweet spot. Either, you have too many seats and you can't fill them all, or you have too few seats, they fill up too fast, and then people don't want to show up because they assume they can't get in. And I think, what's the other track that everybody else goes to?
Kansas?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I was gonna say probably Kansas, as they go there instead of coming here to Iowa. The way this track is shaped, more like Richmond. If they could double, if not triple, the seats, if they want to stick to Richmond and get more of that higher tiered seating that you see from the top, it would be very, very beneficial. And these guys could actually start squeezing in some more viewers out here. And that's the only way. That's the way a racetrack makes money out there.
That's true, but a lot of the racetracks at this point in time are reducing their seating capacity. I've been looking at some of the writings and the budgeting for NASCAR, and all of them are down, 1,000 seats to 20,000 seats. So everybody's kind of tightening the belt. The other events they have here, unlike last night's, this one, they do the Rusty Wallace racing experience. They do the Formula racing experience here. And the one I would have to say sounds really cool to me is they're hosting the annual Pyrotechnics Guild International Convention. Can you imagine a week-long fireworks displays? I mean, that's worth camping out for.
I guess so. I don't know about all that. I'd much rather hear racing cars around than things exploding behind me. I'd always think something's going wrong. But
you're guilty.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll kind of see and talk about, people cutting down stadiums and things like that. Michigan was a big offender of that, and that's why Michigan's having a lot of trouble, is I think they went from 130,000 seats down to somewhere around that 57, 58 mark, which is absolutely crucial. And to me, that just absolutely destroys any chance these guys have, and kind of figure out what's going on there. But I want to see if we can actually have a little chat with the guy here, and let's have a chat with him. Let's go ahead and get Scott Kerberg in here. You got a copy on me here, bud?
I do.
All right, man. Well, I have plenty of questions to ask you about tonight for the viewers to kind of get a good feel for what's going on. First, what brings us here to Iowa?
Well, this is the Bikes for Tykes RDK 125. RDK is the initials of my dad. He and I had season tickets for several years here at the Iowa Speedway. So when he passed away, I came up with a memorial race in his honor, and we raised money for kids in 9 counties in north central Iowa who otherwise would get nothing for Christmas. And so all the funds from this race go directly to buying bikes. And I deliver bikes to the dealership here. They treat me like royalty when I come in with those, almost like I'd won the $2 billion Powerball. So our first year of it, we donated 19 bikes. My initial goal when I started things, I was hoping to get just a few guys to contribute, and maybe we could donate 3 bikes. And a couple of guys in the league at that time, and one of the guys is here with Rev Racing, is Kevin Orlando. They're like, no, you're going to get more than that. We got 19. Last year, we donated 33. And this year, it's a matter of me getting a hold of bikes, but we're on pace to hit 35. So incredible thing that family, friends, and racers from all over the world do for these kids.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, last night I represented my dad in a race as well at Charlotte. Glad to see you're kind of doing that with your dad as well. Trust me, we all collect losses here, bud. But you being able to give back, back to the community as well, and to kids that just aren't fortunate. They don't have that. They don't have that option. And you provide that for them. And so what you're saying here from what I'm hearing so far is right now you're already at almost just about a record-breaking year here.
Yeah. We're when I get all the bikes bought, we're gonna hit 35, and I'm anticipating a little Black Friday sale action to get some bikes at a better price, which will even increase it even more. So just the other day when I was taking in bikes, they said to me, okay, so what's the record this year? I mean, the car salesmen there, they know what this has all been about too. So,
right. Cool. Hey, man. Well, I always say when the good gets going, don't stop at this point. And so, how can somebody from the outside donate to this cause?
So the best way might be to contact me via Facebook Messenger with my name, and just say, hey, I'm interested in donating to the Bikes for Tykes, and I can give them then my PayPal or my Venmo or Cash App for them to pay me. Uh, so that would be probably the best way for them to contact me.
Okay, cool. And what I'll do is I'll make sure I kind of mention that throughout the race here. I've already got your name on the screen. That way, anybody who is tuned in at this point can go ahead and kind of chip in at this point. Go check it out. And hopefully, man, I hope your message box blows up after this one here, bud.
That'd be really cool if it did, because I was kind of nervous early on in the year. I wasn't sure how it was going to go with coming out of pandemic and having inflation and you name it, but yet people have come forth and they're like, hey, I want to contribute bikes, and it's just a really great cause. The Bikes for Tykes in our community has been going much longer than my race has. I just kind of joined in. They thought the first year, it's been over 12 years now, they thought the first year that there was a need for 400 kids, and they thought that it was just gonna be a one-time fix, and it hasn't gone away. If anything, it's gotten worse. Last year, I think they needed 600 bikes. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely. Well, inflation isn't good, man, and to me, it needs keep going up, man. It's just to me, it's never going to go away, and the only thing we can do is assist. But a river can only be fueled by the tributaries that are put into it. So appreciate everything you're doing here tonight, bud, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you later in the race, Scott.
Well, make sure everyone tunes in at the end of this race, because there's going to be something special happen after the checkered flag.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely make sure all our viewers out there are tuned in. We'll be waiting for it, bud.
All right.
Thank you, Scott.
You bet.
All right, everybody. There is Scott Kerberg. Seems to be A-OK there so far. Right now, I'm not seeing anybody out there, Stella. Right now, qualifying at this point.
Well, Mr. Kerberg was out there while you were talking to him, and I think you might have messed him up.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of guys are kind of slipping and sliding around this track out there, just trying to see how they can get and stay collected out there. I am actually kind of scratching my head here at a little bit, because my Racing Revolution guys have on a hiatus right now.
Well, not just hiatus. I don't actually see them up in the chats.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully one of those guys will kind of wave their hand at me and kind of tell me where in the world they went here. And I will stay on the hunt and kind of see if I can find them here. But we are kind of wrapping this one up. Only about, I believe, about 45 seconds left in qualifying here. And we'll see what's going on. Yeah, trying to see if I can run somebody down here.
Yeah, they are not back on their own Discord.
Yeah, they're floating around here, but they're definitely catching us here. But Iowa, so yeah, we did Charlotte last night. Iowa is today, so we had to be super fast to get here to Iowa to go ahead and bring a good track. Like you said, it's pretty close. If I'm not mistaken, it might be a little smaller than Richmond, but the configuration is pretty much the same. There's not really any much difference from there. Logan Romney, James Loveland, and Jeremy Burns right now are right 1, 2, 3. I don't think anybody else will have any kind of time here just yet. Waiting to see if it kind of overlaps at this point to see what all they're going to throw out there.
Yeah, let's see the ticker and see where everybody is so far qualifying.
Might be a good idea. So there you are. Logan Romney, James Loveland, Jeremy Burns 1, 2, and 3. That brings Ted Reckich, Robert Rader, John Fike, Nick Alves, Trevor Earhart, Michael Bennett, and Alex Berube. So right now, all of Racing Revolution really compiling here in the top 10. That moves Gilbert, Milner, Johnston, Thorpe, and Murphy now in the top 15, and that'll be, to me, personally, to me, for our first outsider, right now sitting in 12th. 16th will be Kevin Orlando, Steven Sommer there in 17th, Rick Hansen in 18th, Graham McGivern in 19th, Scott Kerberg in 20th. So I believe that'll bring Christopher Heitz, Stephen Horner, and I believe it's Stunnard, Justin Stunnard in the 33, but he is yet to qualify. Right now, only the top 20 made it there.
Debbie Stenard.
Yeah, Stunnard. What in the world? What did I say?
Stunnard.
Oh, man. I'm going to do that like 12 times tonight.
I know. I keep wanting to say stunning. But, yeah, we seem to be having a double up in your tower tonight. So we'll see if that works itself out. Because
Yeah.
I depend on that thing.
Yeah, hopefully we'll kind of get this squared away here. I'm not seeing...
Anybody.
Right,
Where
I
did
know.
they go?
I'm getting a little concerned at this point of what's going on here.
If you'd like, I could run down to the pits and see if I can wrangle somebody up to let me know what's going on.
Yeah, that would be fantastic, because I don't know quite what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. But Stella, come back and let me know what's going on.
Okay.
Alrighty here. Everybody at Iowa. I'm interested to see, the kind of qualifying time is about going over here just a little bit. I'm not sure if how much time we have left on this one. Trying to see if I can find something that maybe gives us a little bit of a hint. Yep, about 2 minutes left. So they went ahead with a 10-minute qualifier here to see what in the world's going on. Yep, less than 2 minutes and we'll be underway here. These guys will be going ahead and getting lined up. Yeah, definitely getting hammered out. Iowa Speedway is one of those kind of one of those weird ones that you find out there. Yeah, she was saying the track hosts nationwide series, the Camping World Trucks and the K&N series annually, and the IndyCar series. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the IndyCars announced earlier they didn't run in 21 or 22, but they'll be racing in 23. So at least the IndyCars will be back out here. And I really hate to see what, these tracks kind of, lack of better words, kind of imploding here. I do want to see them kind of, start shifting at some point and start, to me, start making revenue. Or otherwise, great tracks like this end up getting shut down and, they're just unable to get anything going. But I probably would assume that the Indies are going to run more of the road course that is built into this track. Which uses, I think, a 9-turn, 1.3-mile road course on the inside of it, with the infield section. So they'll be trying a little piece of that, and I know from the outside, $70 million to us is a lot per racetrack. That's not a lot. I believe they had where they get I think the Atlanta repaving went way over that. I think that was a $180 million project to turn Atlanta actually into a super speedway style. So having them build this entire, this entire racetrack on 70 mil, that's not too shabby. Out of that track here tonight, but hopefully we're Racing Revolution will go ahead and get caught back up with us here. Kind of trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Alrighty, hold on. We got Stella here. Let me see if we can get collected back up. See if we can find everybody here. And I think they have collected. They have returned.
Yes.
Yeah, if I were to guess here, Stella, just looking from how it was, Racing Revolution kind of plays it, how do you say it, close to the vest. These guys like having their strategies and everything else to themselves. But let's get to our starting lineup here tonight. Logan Romney, James Loveland, Jeremy Burns, Ted Rekich. 1 through 4, Robert Rader 5th, John Fikes 6th. Starting our 4th row will be Nick Alves and Trevor Earhart. Row 5 will be Michael Bennett and Alex Berube. Caleb Gilbert and Scott Milner is 11 through 12. And you know, Stella, I'm going to let you take it away here on the next clutch here, starting with Parker Johnson, the 13.
All right. Yes, he is sitting in 13. Grant Thorpe in 14. The number 12 of Justice Murphy's in 15. Kevin Orlando in 16th. Stephen Somner, number 81, is in 17. Rick Hansen, 18th place. Bringing up the rear, we have Graham McGivern, 19. Scott Kerberg in 20th. He's the number 14. Number 20 is sitting in 21. Christopher Heights. Wow, where did that come from? I apologize. In 22nd, Justin Stunnard, and 23rd, Stephen Horner.
All right, and that is going to round out our field here of 23 drivers out there on the track. Not too shabby. I know we definitely get a big number. I think some of these guys did race on Wednesday, but they're going to go ahead and do another one. I am not seeing some of these drivers out on the track. Right now, I actually have probably a disconnect from Raider at this point. I am not seeing Rob kind of connected here. I don't know if there was a problem.
I am not finding him in the chat.
Yeah, we'll be on the hunt. See if we can collect up Nick Alves. He's kind of my avenue here tonight, figuring out what everybody's doing out there on the track. Interesting to see here, Stella, is actually Logan Romney and James Loveland here toward the front of the field. I'm excited to see how these guys get around the track and get it done. And away we go. Here, green flag is out. Oof, yuck. Let's get to the laps. There we go. All right, for the bikes for Tykes RDK 125, we're going to be a little rough here tonight. A lot of unknown names, and really, we're all used to seeing these guys in the next gens, but here we are in the trucks here tonight. We'll see if any of these guys kind of hold it all together there. Check out Michael Bennett there in the number 6 down toward the bottom. Like I said, some of these numbers are going to be a little funny for you guys out there.
I like the Sunkissed.
Yeah, the Sunkissed will actually be Trevor Earhart. He's running the 99 Toyota here tonight. Looking pretty good here so far. If I'm not mistaken, I think Raider. There he is. Yeah, I think Rob may have had a disconnect problem, and now he's going to be starting 3 laps down here.
3?
Yeah, definitely from a late restart, so away they go. Justice Murphy almost had himself a win last night. He's going to be battling his way toward the front, so the number 12 in 12th, seeing if he can fight his way toward the front. But he's, if I know Justice Murphy, he's kind of all about saving tires here at this point. It's definitely kind of weird. He's not a big fan of Richmond, but he's going to be trying his best there. John Fike fastest through that last section there between 3 and 4. John Fike has battled his way into the top 5 as they're shuffling here along with Nick Alves. Biggest mover is Justice Murphy in the 12 Chevrolet. But right now, Logan Romney, I believe, has fallen here to James Loveland. A little switch up here going along the front stretch. And just like Richmond here, Stella, a lot of speed going into 1 and 2, which changes up 3. You'll see that in a lot of these D-shaped. You have a lot more surface area to get up to speed heading, from the front stretch. That you have to brake a lot more between 1 and 2 than you do between 3 and 4.
By surface area, do you mean they're wider?
Length.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so right now these guys are able to dive into the turns here just about 155 miles an hour and about 10 miles an hour slower going into this turn here. Only about 143 going into turn 3. So it will trip up some guys who are a little bit unsure of really kind of how to narrow it down or where to be at that point. But right now, they seem to be doing perfect. Right now, I want to rotate back to a 3 wide. Actually, here with Trevor Earhart, let's see if he can battle his way out of this situation here. Berube on the outside and the number 9 of John Fike. Still seeing if they can push their way around here. Let's take a little look here at Trevor Earhart and see that concentration here. As we can see, he pushes his way around the track, figuring out how he's going to really get it done here. I don't know if the Sunkissed job is going to get it done here tonight. Apparently, the Die Hard was doing pretty well, and also the Black Rifle Coffee.
it's early in the game. We're only on lap 8 of 125. Now, I noticed these guys are running the high line. Do you think they're dealing with, trying to do those tire thing? Because they have unlimited tires this evening.
Absolutely, but they don't have unlimited amount of pit stops. So right now, the sooner I have to pit, the sooner you may be falling back at this point. Right now, best time from Logan Romney is a 23.77. That is our leader. He just ran a 24.05. So the fall off is already starting to happen here a little bit, and it's starting to set in. Let's take a little look here at Alex Berube, who's actually moved up 5 positions here so far in the VR headset, looking good. Seems to be battling his way along here. He's broken into the top 5 here, Stella. Really seems to be on the move.
Yeah, I believe this might be the first one that we've seen that is running a VR system.
Yes, and definitely, if you guys have tuned in to SimTraX Broadcasting and the Graceland series, Billy Stanley out there, he got a VR headset, and it completely changed the way he drove. You know, he had best, 8th place, 12th place, 13th. He was leading over 3/4 of a race last time I saw him, and that's when he had his VR. So really. Definitely changes the angle of where you drive. But man, do you see Berube fighting that wheel?
Yes, and he does have a very small wheel in comparison to some of the other gentlemen.
Yeah, definitely different than what you see from another one. Let's check out somebody else. I want to see.
Maybe Jeremy Burns maybe has a small wheel like that.
Nah, big wheel here. We'll take a look here at Justice Murphy here. You definitely see the size of the wheel he's running with. So different to see from him. Justice Murphy kind of staying concentrated here. He moved up to 11th at this point. Berube still on the charge on the way up. He's right now sitting, was in 4th, just dropped back to Jeremy Burns here. So a couple of these drivers kind of narrowing down how they're going to fight toward the front. But remember where we were talking about Logan Romney leading the race. That is no longer the case. He has fallen back down to 3rd. Rakic has moved into 2nd, and he's trying to chase down James Loveland here.
Oh, and he will chase. He will chase. He will zip around you. He will get you going. I still like to call him lead follower, get out of the way.
Absolutely, and we did go through a few I believe a few runs last night when John Fike had a bad restart, kind of clipped the wall there. We all thought that Ted Rakic may have nudged him, but no touchy.
Nope.
Ted Rakic drove as clean as can be that night, and he was able to go ahead and stay alive out there. But if there was one thing I could teach Ted Rakic is how to save tires at this point. If somebody could just show him how to save tires, this guy I think would be just about unbeatable. For other drivers out there like Earhart, Justice Murphy, Jeremy Burns, and Robert Rader out there on the track.
That's kind of like that Days of Thunder thing. He says, you drive it my way, and you drive it your way, and we'll see how they come out at the end.
Oh, yeah. He says, I bet you I'll beat you. So,
yep.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then that's kind of what you see. Ted Rakic is fast. He's got the lines. It's just he can't seem to last forever. But Berube already starting to give a quick nudge here to Logan Romney for that 3rd position. We already saw how Berube is kind of fighting that wheel getting around the turns here. So that 19 already starting to loosen up there a little bit, but but he's still competitive. Unfortunately, a speeding penalty at Dover kind of cost him the race. And you remember that one, Stella. He was actually leading, won the stage, and was leading by 2.5 seconds, but a speeding penalty in the pit, and then sped, I think, out of pit after that. So he sped in and out, and then it cost him a whole nother drive-through, including a 39-second hold in his pit stall. So Berube looking to turn his luck around here tonight here at the Bikes for Tykes RDK 125.
Yeah, I hope, from that, I don't want to say learned his lesson, but I hope that perhaps everyone considers angling into the pits, rather than pushing the button and flipping in. During practice, they should see just what is it going to take to slow down to that pit speed.
Yeah, I've been known to do that. If it's an unfamiliar track and you're not 100% sure where to be, it's okay to actually sling down in the pit, and start figuring out your entry. But right now, let's talk about exits here. Trevor Earhart just kind of bit the wall coming out of 4 here on the front stretch. Hopefully that is not going to cost him too much damage there. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that SimTrack right front area. Yep, He's got some damage. And that is
Just a bit.
going to cost him. I know when I end up getting damage out there on the track, I know I'm talking about a lot about me tonight, but I'm just trying to give you a kind of an angle here, is Trevor Earhart, you end up with that damage on the right front. This is going to start dragging him down. And it's going to cause a lot of problems, especially for that right front tire wear.
Yeah, you get to where you're fighting it all the time. Instead of driving, you're compensating. You're making up for a deficiency.
Yep. And about 21 laps here so far have been completed at the 7/8 of a mile track. A lot of good battles out there on the field so far. Berube still up 6 places, one of our biggest movers, along with Justice Murphy. He's hanging around back here in front of Michael Bennett and Caleb Gilbert. Right now, he's moved up 6 positions, and he is into 9th. Raider, he had a heck of a qualify there, but now he is toward the front. I'm actually going to check here. Let me see.
He is on the lead lap, it says.
Yeah,
6 seconds down.
Yeah, they may have kind of squared him away. He may have missed the start there. And I think it may have caught him off guard. Normally, the Racing Revolution runs that 5-minute qualifier. And if they had a 10-minute here, he may have walked away a little bit, put his kid to bed or something, came back and missed the start.
Okay.
Yeah, so they may have gone
I
ahead.
hate to see somebody start a race 3 laps down, like you said.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
Kind of freaked me out.
Well, you would definitely be gambling the entire race on a bunch of cautions and then 3 lucky dogs in a row. And that would be assuming that James Lovely and Ted Rekish don't pick up the pace and start lapping guys here.
Yeah. Now, mind you, we have seen that with one of the drivers in Racing Revolution, where I think he gained 3 or 4 laps back just from lucky dog.
Yeah, so far, but I believe guys not in the Racing Revolution League. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Scott Milner here in the 31, hanging out in the 17th spot. Unfortunately, he's dropped back about 5 places here so far, so he's got a really a tall order here to get chopped back toward the front. It is a fun race, but to me, it's still a race. You've got to remain competitive. You got to battle your way back toward the front, and that goes along with Graham McGivern back here in the 88 machine. Looks like he's running a Toy Story theme. Looks pretty slick. I think there was somebody else who used to run Toy Story. I think it was Grant used to run a Toy Story theme.
I love that.
All right. Yep. And Scott Kerberg here in the 19th position. I believe he qualified 20th, so he's up 1 position at this point in that Toyota. And it may be one of those ones, tortoise and the hare. We'll kind of hang back here a little bit, and then he'll start picking up the pace and really getting scooted around here. But Scott's got to be a little careful here. He's kind of he's about 12, 13 seconds off pace. Rick Hansen as well. So right now, in this entire pile, right now, the Racing Revolution's kind of owning this room.
Yeah, but I also think, how many times have we heard the interviews at the end of the guys on the podium? So, what was your secret? Patience.
Yeah.
Always patience.
Yeah. Well, right now, 16 of our drivers out here are from the Racing Revolution, and all of them are in the top 16. So, right now, yeah.
I mean, all but 4?
What do you mean?
You said 16 are from R&R?
Yes.
And we have 20 running.
Yes. 20. Yep, 20 running.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so all our guys are up here. I believe, like I said, Horner didn't make it, Heights didn't make it, and Justin Stenard did
That's
did
too
not.
bad, because you finally got his name going right.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he was able to get back out there on the track. May have not been feeling Iowa at this point, or maybe a little... maybe go ahead and get that going. Sean Lattin, maybe Robert Rader kind of was a beam of light out there, and he kind of slung around the track so fast we didn't even see him get his laps back. He's been known to do that. Rader, but we saw him head to his backup car, and maybe that was some of the holdup there as he rode up on turn 4 and kind of drug the driver's door down the front stretch.
Well, I saw at one point he flipped around, came back, and ran into 19 like numerous times. So they were having a bit of fun in the grass.
All right. Yep. And right now, Rob Rader battled his way into 12th. Right now, so far so good. Pretty fast out there. Not the fastest on the track at this point. As I say that, he pulls a 24.79 last lap, so right now he is on a tear at this point. Caleb Gilbert and Grant Thorpe are next in his line of fire. As they're coming around.
He's in the magic number as far as I'm concerned. He could win a race anywhere from 12th up.
Yeah, and we definitely saw that.
I've called it and said it happened, and I was doing the happy dance around just because what were the odds?
Yeah, well, I know one of them was Talladega. We saw Atlanta. That was a wild pile-up, and him and Kevin Orlando were hammering doors all the way down the front stretch for him to beat him, I think, by less than 10,000ths of a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was definitely a tight running on that one.
This league, if nothing else, you can say they give you some entertainment. A-plus entertainment.
Yeah, 100%. 34 laps into this thing here, ladies and gentlemen. James Loveland's still leading this one, but it looks like wreckage. We talked about it, and it's happening. I think wreckage is starting to fall off here at this point, and now we're starting to lap some cars here.
Yes, we are.
Yep,
they went high side there.
Yep, 21 machine of Rick Hansen just went a lap down at this point. And, man, really on the move here. James Loveland right now on a tear. He's got this thing dialed in and knows exactly how to handle this track. I knew the guys were kind of giving him some lip out there saying, oh, man, you can't be doing that, because he was the fastest in practice. And that was definitely a lot of speed out of him. Let's take a quick look at those practice results while we got the chance here. James Loveland, like I said, had those speed.
He could be faster than a lot of them because he never connected with a wall.
Yeah, definitely. But Earhart and Burns were also 2 and 3 as well. But right now, our Mountain Man is back into 5th, and Trevor Earhart's hanging out in 8th. So it definitely goes to show you kind of a flip-flop here, what we saw earlier during practice.
So that's the difference between running your 2 qualifying laps and then here we are at 37.
Right. Yeah.
Now they have 60% fuel tonight. Where do you think that's going to put us in a window for stops?
You know, I'm glad you asked that, because now might be a good time to let's have a little chat with one of our drivers out there. I know they are pretty excited, always love talking to us. Let's see if we can talk to Nick Alves here, down here in the broadcast booth. Nick Alves, you got a copy?
I do.
All right, man, dude. Well, how's the race out there holding up for you here so far?
So far, it's really been spread out. I mean, the cars are the trucks, I should say. They're really tight right now, so the passing is very hard unless you're on the outside. So getting momentum off the corners here, try to make a pass is pretty hard. But so far, it's still fun, though.
All right, man. 60% fuel limit in these trucks. How far we got left to go here, bud?
Right now, I'm showing 11 at the line.
Oof.
So about lap 51-ish, around lap 50 coming in.
Oh man, so you drain it down to the last drop, bud. You don't even take.
I was gonna say 51 on fumes.
You come in early, you're gonna get stuck with a caution, so it's better to be safe than sorry, and hopefully the caution comes out and run it till it's dry.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure there, but man, so far so good. You were up only 1 position here so far. Anybody out there you think you can take down here so far, unless Justice Murphy puts you on the wall?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone here in the league is very tough. Everyone's pretty good, But I mean, me and Jeremy were going at it for a while back there, and same thing with Trevor. But everything evens out after a while. You can see Justice. He caught up to me. He's probably saved a little bit more tire than the rest of us battling here. So he'll probably get by me here in the next few laps.
All right, man. Oof. And yeah, Trevor Earhart just ate the wall there, bud. But all right, I'll let you get back to it, man, because pit stops are coming up, so you need to concentrate.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, there is Nick Alves. Glad we were able to tune into him and kind of have a chat with him at this point. I think he's talking to Justice now about how he's getting ready to overtake him. These two about to connect at this point. And you can see the smile on Nick Alves' face there. He's really enjoying this race here so far. And yeah, it really, to me, I love what I'm seeing out here. Right now, close racing, couple guys bumping the wall. Not too shabby out there, and they're just kind of minding their P's and Q's, not really taking each other out at this point.
Yeah, I like that. I much rather see iRacing than iPacing, man.
Absolutely. And taking a look here. Ooh, Justice Murphy gives him a nudge. Let's take a look here. Another look at Justice Murphy. That concentration, he's got to be super careful as he gets around the turn. Nudges him in there one more time and see if they get. Ooh, Bumps him again.
That's
Yeah,
a
see him?
push.
Look at his face. He
I'm
knows
trying.
exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing, so I'm going to pull him in and really break his concentration, give Nick Alves a chance here. Justice Murphy, you got a copy?
I do. I don't need any help breaking concentration when he's blinking in front of me.
Nick is blinking so bad.
Oh,
Well,
man.
man, and you figure I talked to him and he's not blinking, and now all of a sudden his McDonald's internet's getting the best of him here.
Oh.
Always. Now, I was trying to jack him up, get him off his line a little bit there, but man, these things are stuck.
Yeah, he was saying they're feeling pretty tight out there on the track. I think your fuel window here is in about 5-6 more laps, man. You are up 8 positions on the track so far. It seems to be kind of coming in for you.
I don't know about that. I felt bad. I ran Fike up into the wall, but other than that, it's very hard to pass, man. These things are not driving great, so we're going to try to limp it around, see if we can make our way up to the lead, though.
All right, man. Definitely kind of looking from the way that, ooh, man, the way that truck's looking here. It looks like the front end is plowing something fierce, dude. It's just, man, I just don't know what, maybe a little more right front spring there to get this thing to rotate.
We had
Yeah,
our first pit.
I would love to be able to make that adjustment. Yeah, I'm about to head in there myself.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get to it. I don't want to be blamed for sliding through a box.
No problem, buddy. Thank you.
All right, there's Justice Murphy. Here he
There he
comes
goes.
down the line. Watch out for Grant Thorpe here. Ooh, man.
Oh. Nicely done.
Yeah, he saves it. Let's take a look here at Grant Thorpe. You know, let's see if he's trying to pull his pants out of his butt here. That did not look good.
No.
I'm trying to figure out another way to kind of explain it there. Look at him. He knows exactly what he just did. Grant Thorpe on the 70s.
Gosh.
Man.
And of course they have to be right next to each other.
Absolutely. Those two battling on their way in. No better time than take a drink. I think I'll join him as well. Try to get ready. He looks like 4 tires. Pit stop. Back out they go. Interesting to see here from Grant Thorpe.
Follow them.
Ooh.
Let's see who makes it.
Yeah, Justice Murphy giving that 77 a nudge for beating him off the off pit road here. Interesting to see on that. We'll hopefully we may catch up with Grant Thorpe here a little later in the race.
And here go all the rest of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely a lot of them, starting with Romney will be your first one down. Jeremy Burns, Ted Rekich, Trevor Earhart. I mean, everybody's coming down pit road at this point.
I do not see that Loveland has come in.
Right, so let's talk about who has not pit. James Loveland had pit, but as we say that, here he comes. Along with Nick Alves is down and McGivern is down. So the only person who is yet to pit at this point, Scott Kerberg, maybe trying to hang out there just a little bit longer and go ahead and get himself a lead lap here.
All right, why not?
Absolutely.
Gotta get up there.
Yeah, taking a look at his times here at this point, Scott Kerberg, his fastest time is a 24:03. Last was a 25:88. So definitely the fall off here. Right now showing Loveland in pit still. As Kerberg now takes the lead. Yeah, that's why it was a little bit delayed, a little farther behind. I think Kerberg may have ended up going a lap down there. And Loveland is coming in. So right now, interested to see. There we go. Ted Rekich has now taken that second spot. When Scott decides to come down, which is right now, he's heading down pit as we speak, Ted Rekich will be our new race leader. And at that point, this kind of reminds me of Dover again. Ted Rekich is going to have a massive lead here on the nose of James Loveland.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not counting out Logan Romney, but, we end up waiting about 15, 20 laps, and these two guys will end up getting connected, and hopefully we'll see what happens. But from all the way in the back, starting in pit, 4th place is where he is now.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
Yeah, Rob doing a great job out here, and we'll maybe we'll talk to Rob here just a little bit. And right now, I'd hate to break his concentration. He seems to be really in the zone, but all these guys definitely enjoying their time out here. I know that it's for sure, and especially when you're here during a race and everything's not really pressuring you that hard, you're getting it done. Rob, you got a copy on me here, bud?
I got you, Patrick.
All right, man, dude. You seem like you're pretty concentrated here. How's that Ford holding up for you?
Okay, I guess. I missed the grid because I'm an idiot. I went to change my brake bias. I realized the last second I hadn't knocked it down where I wanted it. And then while I was changing it, everyone else grid. So I had to start from the pits 5 seconds behind everybody. So I'm pretty happy with 4th, actually, at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get a caution here at some point, get everything restacked up, I think we got something for him.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. And right now, how were your I don't know if you have it up in front of you. How were your tire percentages when you came down pit?
Not sure, but I bet they're not good.
No.
No chance.
Yes.
Yeah, we tore them up.
Yeah, some of these guys are saying that right front, and these trucks are kind of plowing down the front. These turns around here. Yeah, definitely. Are you liking the setup, or is this kind of garbage for you?
I mean, I think it feels pretty good, actually. I think a lot of guys are just struggling with overdrive in the corners. Pretty evident here. Like you see Logan up at the top of me here. He's just driving so hard in the corner. There's no chance his tires are going to last. But to answer your question, it was 70% on the right front there.
Oh, well, that's not too bad, man. Not too bad. I know compared to last week, there were some guys that were down in the 50s there at Charlotte. So if you're conserving that well after just about 50 laps, you last pit on 46, that's not too bad here, bud.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. Probably better than some of these guys, but I don't know. I've always been good at saving a little tire, so
All right.
we'll see what happens. We're going to have to run pretty hard here. We got a little damage on the right front. It's going to tighten the truck up, too, so. And then you got Logan, who is going to be impossible to pass, so you just got to stick with it and get him eventually. Maybe we'll slide job him down here in turn 1.
All righty. Kevin Orlando, number 2, as he blinks out on you there. Good luck. Good luck to you, Rob.
Yeah, we'll try to survive. Thanks, Patrick.
Now I would really like to know on Trevor Earhart, because he's been tagging the wall, how he came in on tires. Do you think he'd be able to give us that information?
It is possible. Trevor Earhart seems to kind of be hanging out here so far. Let's take a
Much
look.
better now. I mean, he was like clink, clink, clink off the walls there for a bit.
Yeah, we'll take a look here. Hey, look.
Hey, fixed.
Yeah, that thing is squared away here. They do have one fast repair here tonight. He may have taken that right off the bat, and I can't blame him at all. Definitely want to be very, very careful as he gets going through here. Let's go ahead and grab a hold of him here. Trevor, how's it holding up for you out there, bud?
It's going.
Well,
it's going.
Go ahead. Tell me. You already burned through your fast repair.
Yeah, we got a little too throttle happy on the corner exit of 4 a couple times. Really kind of RKO'd the right front of the truck up, so we went ahead and took the quick repair. Now it's just gonna see if we can get around Rob and Logan up here. We run them down because they've been battling, so we'll try to 1, keep it out of the wall, and 2, not cause too much carnage in try to do the passing.
Yeah, and try to stay off that apron there a little bit, bud. You're kind of rubbing it there a bit. As a lot of these guys are saying the truck is tight. Do you kind of agree with that?
Yeah, it is a very tight, very momentum based at the moment. So if you can't keep the momentum going, you're not going to go really anywhere. And kind of seeing it here with Logan and Rob. Logan's being able to keep Rob pinched down there, and Rob's not being able to get the drive off. So I think we're going to have to get a little creative to get around these two to have anything for leveling up front. But you know what? We're here for a good cause. We're all having fun, goofing off. So I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I was going to say, up into 5th already, 3 spots up from where you started here tonight. Wonder if you two guys will link up. Before I let you go here, Trevor, I don't know if you have it on your screen. I don't want to mess you up or anything. What were the percentages on that right front tire? Stella was kind of bugging me, and she wants to know.
I want to say 65. I was at 65% on the right front. I obliterated that tire.
Yeah, that was, we saw you nudge the wall a couple of times, saw the damage on the right front, but fortunately you've got that squared away. So, man, good luck to you. Try to stay out of trouble, because your lifeline is gone there, bud.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Stella, there you go. Trevor Earhart there, and you see, now he's nervous. Yeah, he's screaming at him now. Trevor just got around him.
You did.
All right.
Sure did.
Trevor Earhart out there really getting it done. He fought around and got around Rob there. So still out in front. Let's go ahead and rotate up here to Ted Rekich. I know he's got a camera ready for me, but I do not have him linked up. He was supposed to let me know, but not tonight. Looks like James Loveland is going to be kind of reeling him in here. And like I said, I just don't know if this is the time. This might be the time he ends up going down here.
Are they fixing to come up on some lap traffic?
Possibly. Now, I do have some trouble out there on the track. that says Justice Murphy and Alex Berube had some trouble back on lap 49. I want to double check one more time and see if anything happened. Whoa!
Might have to start earlier than that. He was already in the
Yeah, there's
careening.
Justice Murphy backwards, and it says Berube had trouble on the same lap here.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
That's a toe.
Yeah, Berube.
Yes?
Yeah, something happened there. He may have had a hardware issue with that VR, and it may have clunked out on him there, unfortunately.
We have seen that in the Dirt League. I know that.
All right,
I've
well,
watched over there, and they, yeah, those VRs are a little pesky.
yeah, definitely for sure. Sean Lattin saying the number 53 had the best shirt, looking very classy out there. Yeah, looking good, but unfortunately with Berube and Parker Johnston is actually looks like showing a lap down here in that 48 machine. I think he's rocking the Paw Patrol here tonight.
Yeah. Seems like pink might not be his color.
Yeah, definitely not for sure. I would probably recommend back to the Delta scheme, that way he can fly around the track like he normally does.
There you
But
go.
he does have some right side damage.
Ah.
It might be tripping him up pretty hard here. But
And he didn't choose to use his fast repair on this last pit, I'm assuming.
no.
Oh.
No. Or if he did, wish I was a way I could find out. If he did, he's obtained damage. More damage
Oh.
on the right side there. So right now that puts Berube and Parker Johnston, our guys from the Racing Revolution League, now kind of broken apart here and a few laps down. Berube is now 8 laps down at this point. Showing him rolling around the track. So he's still alive. I think he's just, that may have kind of upset the flow here, and Parker Johnston is only down 1 lap. So a couple of our guys are broken. That leaves us unscathed, 14 and up. Scott Milner will be bringing into the 15th position in the 31 truck.
That puts our host league all on 1 lap down. Yes? The
Yes.
4 people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. It may be tired from yesterday because they ran this identical race yesterday, and I'm not sure on the turnout there, but I believe you guys can check them out if I'm not mistaken. Let me see on Extreme Sim TV, the Underdog Racing League, Bikes for Tykes 125 at Iowa. So they ended up hosting that one yesterday.
Yeah, these guys did 200 laps at Charlotte.
Yeah, yeah, especially these
Yeah.
guys are going to be worn down for sure. Definitely tired, but Ted Rekich is still holding up James Loveland at this point.
Yeah.
Right now, Loveland is racking up just about 25 laps here on these tires.
And Earhart's making some moves. He's up at 3rd now.
Yeah, he's still pushing his way around. Like he said, he was going to be battling along here with Logan Romney. And says, right, you know, and even Raider was saying, Romney's just about impossible to get around here. And from battling out there on the track, you spend a lot of time, if you can't find somebody to get around, or if, let me say, you know you're faster in some parts, but where you need to accelerate and get around, they slow you down. You end up burning up your tires a lot faster, trying to push it a little harder than you want to be. You know, trying to pick up your pace and try to excel in a spot where he isn't. You know, you end up burning up your tires, and I don't know if that's what happened to Raider here, because Raider's falling back big time. You saw he was up there with Trevor Earhart, and now he's off by about 3.5 seconds off of him. So, yeah, he's going to be actually looking in the rearview mirrors. Nick Alves is now catching up to him.
Romney's blinking so bad.
Yeah, Logan Romney I know he runs into a lot of problems on his internet. Oop, there he goes. There he goes again. Come on.
Phew.
Yeah, they may, we'll kind of see what happens here. I don't know if they're going to kind of, I know sometimes they kind of EOL him here. They'll send him to the end of the line if you can't straighten that thing up. Fortunately, no one's around him at this point, but great job there by Earhart. Kind of finding an avenue to get around him.
Yeah, because he was right behind him when it happened and passed him, and he was like, not there? There.
Yeah, and you got to admit, like I was saying, you know, trying to battle around somebody, you know, that's kind of in a certain spot. So if Earhart's pushing a lot harder than he needed to be, and he's blinking, now I don't know where he is. That just makes it much, much scarier out there. Let's check where the Mountain Man is, back here in the 7th position. Definitely not the showing he wants to be putting on right now. Falling back 4 positions from where he started. At 72 Chevrolet, not holding up so well out here on the track.
I take it he's not digging the trucks.
Not so much. He did sound like he was pretty confident during practice of how it was going. Looks to try to see if we can see any damage to the front end of this vehicle. Let me see if we can see anything going on here. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
That's an inside.
Yeah, he may have gotten collected up with somebody here. A lot of damage to the front end of this car. Or, excuse me, the truck. Boy, I'm going to do it just the way they are. So, yeah, he's got some damage to the front end of this 72 here. And aerodynamics, kind of when you get to these short tracks and nobody around, that's going to cost him big time.
I know what it is. He's not running disconnect.
Oh, man.
Do you see it?
I do not believe so.
I see rogue.
Yeah, rogue energy.
Never go rogue.
That's all right. Still a fun race here so far. Loveland only 3/10 off the back bumper of Ted Records. Let's see if we can find. Let me see if I can find my wife's favorite driver. Where is he? There you are, Kevin Orlando. Here he is, battling on there with Steven Sommer here for the 10th position. Looks like he's got the bikes for Tykes on the hood. Good job by him, but him as well. Damage on the right side of that truck. Right. Let's take a look at it here. Oh, it looks like one of the minions got a haircut here.
That actually looks pretty cute. It looks like he's going so fast he's pulling the paint off.
Yeah, there we go. He'll probably enjoy that for a little picture time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at the right rear, and it continues from there.
Oh.
Yeah, so a massive shot to the right side of the vehicle here of Kevin Orlando. Definitely trouble for him out there on the track. Let's take a look here at Kevin Orlando and see if he's kind of battling this wheel here.
But he's still looking pretty good there. He's up in the top 10.
He's got...
Oh, yes!
That means he was in the booth.
Yes!
Let's have a chat with him. Oh, my gosh.
We might have missed the Tonka truck, but this made up for it.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to him. Kevin Orlando, how confident you feeling out there, bud?
Oh, man, it's rough.
Well, I can tell because one of your minions seems to have a haircut there on the right side, bud.
Oh, is that what's going on there?
Yeah. Well, we tuned into your camera here, and I see we missed the Tonka truck last night. We had the Pause of War the week before. We got a minion tonight, man.
How'd do something for you after you complained about not having a truck last night. Just
Yes,
couldn't get it to stay where I wanted it.
He's perfect.
All right. Well, man, right now you are here in the top 10, rocking around here with Steven Sommer here. I don't want to get you messed up as you were on the outside of him.
Yeah,
so,
it might not be in the top 10 anymore. We're real close here.
Yeah, how is the truck driving? I mean, everybody's saying it's pretty tight out there, bud. How's it driving for you?
It's tight, it's bumpy, and it's just so hard to pass. I mean, the truck itself isn't terrible when you're alone on the track, but as soon as you get, trying to make a move, you need the whole track, and if there's a car on your outside, you don't have it. Just so hard to make any moves, even though Steven just made that look easy.
Well, definitely some of these guys who are making it look easy are now starting to kind of pay the price via their tires. It's not seeming to hold out for them. Some of these guys say about 60, 65, 70. Where were yours at the last pit stop? I don't want to kind of mess you up shuffling through there.
55. I murdered him.
Ooh,
yes.
Even worse there, bud. So we kind of, are we in the process of trying to save him this round or next round?
Not at all.
Not at all. Just going for it.
Get her done.
Track like this, so hard to pass. I just gotta send it.
All right.
Caution. If we get some short runs, I'll be fine. But right now in these long runs, it's just killing me.
Yeah. Well, come on, man. You know better. This is Racing Revolution. You guys cover over 3/4 of the field here, and you expect a caution?
If you saw how practice went,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I did. I saw how practice went, but you guys are spread apart, so you can use the track, and the passing that's happening is kind of back and forth. But man, so far you're hanging in the top 10, but I think Michael Bennett's bearing down on you here, bud.
He's coming down, and I got Ted in the lead, only 2 seconds behind me. I'm about to go a lap down here.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're 22 back.
I need that caution fast.
Yes, you do.
Well, is Michael Bennett the sacrifice?
Not at all.
All right, man. Keep up the good race there tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
We're so bad.
Yeah, I know. I'm instigating things now. I've never done that before on a broadcast, but like I said, it's a charity event. Everybody's out here having fun and really pushing their way around here. Everybody just trying to survive just another lap here so far. Looks like Grant Thorpe is actually kind of screaming around the track here. He last pit on lap 83, so that's another one of those calls. 4 freshies, get out of the way. So,
Yep,
don't
he
even
is
bother
coming
battling with the
through.
77. Yep. Don't even bother battling with the 77. And like Orlando was saying, here's the lap down.
And he just went and pit.
Yes. So we're focusing here on Michael Bennett here in the 6th. He's watching Ted Wreckage kind of barrel down on him here. Trying to hold out as long as he can, but Wreckage still in the lead, pit on lap 48.
But he has gained some space on Loveland. He was down 0.3 there for a bit, and now he's got over 0.8.
Yeah, this may be Ted Wreckage's time to shine. I bet you he wishes he was in the Racing Revolution League to go ahead and lock himself into a playoff spot.
Yeah, but he's going to get held up here real quick between lap traffic and soon-to-be lap traffic.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, as you were saying, he had the distance on Loveland. Loveland just reeled him in. Here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
But Wreckage might be thinking, all right, pit time. No sense of continuing to waste it here. Last lap time was a 25:15, and Loveland was running a 25:09, so it was bound to happen at some point here. But Loveland and Earhart now separated by 2.5 seconds. So Loveland's got a nice, comfortable lead here toward the front, but that does not mean Michael Bennett is out of the weeds yet.
No.
So I think Michael Bennett may go ahead and bring it down pit here at this point.
Yeah, it showed him being lapped right before he dove in. So I don't know how that will work. Does he come back out still lapped, or if he does a quick, does he make that up?
Yeah, he'll be coming out and he'll already be a lap down at this point. Oh, caution.
You lucky dog. Now he's a lucky dog.
As long as he's the first one. Let's see if we can try to find out here on the track kind of what happened here. I've got a yellow flag, our first caution here of the night. Guys who have already pit have got to be absolutely heartbroken at this point. Hopefully,
yes.
The ones who haven't. So right now you'll have somebody like Grant Thorpe already pit. Raider already pit. These guys are going to be coming back out, and they'll be on the lead lap in front. This is beautiful for him, and let me see if we can go ahead and kind of catch back up, see what happened for this caution here.
Yes. Might have looked like that.
Yeah, because I will be in the hunt. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the 27 machine is out of sorts on this one. Let's try to see if I can catch another angle of...
That's Kevin Orlando tonight.
Yes, it is. And we just talked to him.
Yeah.
About being on the lead lap. He just got a set of tires. I'm wondering if they didn't stick. Oh
no.
Clink.
Boink. Yep, that'll do it. Turned him backwards, but it's a single car. Oh. I'm surprised they threw it.
He was invading traffic, the flow of traffic right there.
Oh, impeding traffic.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
So he was kind of out in the middle. People could have wrecked into him. Now, if he had spun through the infield, probably not. But that is going to go ahead and bring... Wow, that is going to bring out a caution here tonight. Definitely not good for some of these drivers out here, but good for some.
But I was going to say, but great for others.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, I see the only person I see coming down pits at this point. Jeremy Burns is on the way down for a lap 97 pit. Earhart, Loveland, and Romney came down on 97 as well.
All right, we counting laps on cautions tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I know, yes. We'll kind of see as we go by the line here. Sometimes it'll tick up, and when they go back under green, they'll shuffle it back down. But from what I've been told, when we get going here, the laps will count, which is boiling us down here to just about 25 laps left to go.
Right. So this could conceivably be their last needed pit stop.
Yes. And when you're somebody like right now, Nick Al's been doing great here so far. He stayed out. So right now, everybody who stayed out should get the wave around here and get to push around back to the back, which should put Nick Al's back into 8th place.
But he never pit?
Nick Alves last pit on 93.
Oh, okay, that's not
So
so bad.
what everybody else is, the people who haven't pit have come down pit now.
Got it.
And that shuffles them to the back. You can't have all the lapped cars who pit before during the pit cycle, up toward the front. So they'll push everybody back around. They'll be back on the lead lap, and then they'll be able to get their way around. But we'll see when the pace car lights go out. That's when we'll figure out if everybody gets the wave around here or if they have to stop in the infield and let everybody pass them and they remain a lap down. I don't know if wave rounds are A-okayed here in this league, but we will see. Right now, it's telling me Trevor Earhart's still in the lead here.
It's telling me he's sitting in the pit. So I go off of your tower and I'm behind.
Yeah, well, it is a little tumble up right now because between iRacing and iPacing right now, and everybody kind of shuffling here toward the front, it's gonna start mixing the field up here. But like I said, once pace car lights go out, that's where the shuffle's gonna happen here. These guys are gonna have to haul back around the track one more time, get squared back up, and go ahead and give it another run. Because right now I'm showing everybody a lap down, 7th back.
Oh my.
So it should wave most of these guys around who stayed out and get them back underway.
Okay,
There goes
here
Alves.
we go.
Here we go. Yep. Alves, Gilbert, Sommer. Yep. Justice Murphy, Michael Bennett, John Fike. Kevin Orlando will probably be going around as well. I'm assuming not Ted Wreckage. Yes, Ted Wreckage. He should be going around.
Has
There we
to
go.
be.
Scott Milner going around. Parker Johnston. I think he will actually be in the back of this pack here. Right now, slid showing him in 17th position. And may give him, everybody has to maybe pass him here in a second, but as these guys tear around the track to get caught back up. So right now, like I said, our timer is showing a little bit different, but places are correct. Timer is incorrect.
Okay.
So Earhart shows to be leading with James Loveland in 2nd, Logan Romney 3rd, Jeremy Burns. The Mountain Wind will be 4th, Grant Thorpe into 5th, but Grant actually coming back down pit again. No, he's not. Nice psych out there, buddy. So Rob Rader in 5th, Grant Thorpe in 6th, McGivern here in 7th, Nick Alves 8th, Caleb Gilbert 9th, and Steven Sommer rounding out our top 10.
Wow. And Wreckage, who was leading for so much, is in 15th?
At this point, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely a pit strategy here. I mean,
That
was
was
definitely
a shuffle.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, because
I mean, that was a Vegas shuffle.
Showing Wreckage pit back on lap 94. So he was a lap down out there battling when everybody else just pit here under caution. So we'll let everybody kind of shuffle through here. Like I said, once we get back under green flag lap, everything will kind of square itself back up here. And we'll get a true area where everybody is and times.
All right, Geico restart zone.
Yep.
And we are green, green, green.
And away we go here. Trevor Earhart in the lead at this point. Times are holding.
Oh no.
Look out.
I believe that was Romney. Took a hit. Oh, PJ took a hit. Oh, my.
Well, that was quick. I'm wondering if somebody spun the tires here and kind of somebody got dumped.
And the old accordion effect, you call it.
Yes. I believe Loveland may be kind of sniffing around the beginning of this one here. Let's take a look. Ooh, Loveland sliding through the turn. Logan Rom. Oh, looks like Loveland collected it there.
Okay.
Yeah, Loveland collected it. Look at Jeremy Burns.
But it did not look like they touched.
Yeah, it was definitely close. I know you were probably thinking netcode. Jeremy Burns survived there, and it looks like let's rotate back here to Parker Johnston here, who ended up getting kind of maimed by the rest of the field.
Yeah.
Oh, Bennett, look out. Bennett and Murphy.
No. Was that Wreckage that just went by sideways too?
Yes, he was trying his best to stay out of the way.
Raider. Somebody in blue.
Yeah, we'll rotate it back here in just a little bit and kind of take a look at everybody else kind of as it continues. Let me see if I can find a higher view here so far. Let's take a look. I want to stay on the Justice Murphy area. We knew what happened up front, but it continued on toward the back. See if we can speed it up here just a little bit. Here we go. There's Logan. So Justice scoots up behind, catches.
Oh.
Yeah, watch the 53 down toward the bottom. Look at him sliding.
Yep.
Well, he was going to dive down toward the safe area, but the safe area was blocked off.
Well, and he got ticked there by is Orlando?
I think so.
Yellow.
Was he?
Yeah, yellow with the red, white, and blue trunk. Yep. Caught him on the right quarter panel.
Yeah, so definitely some guys got banged up on that one.
Just a tad.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like Raider had it, but yeah, definitely from what I'm looking at here, yep. Looks like these guys had touched. All right, let's go ahead and get it back live.
All right. For anybody who hasn't used their fast repair, now is the time.
Yes. Definitely for sure. And I hate to see, actually, from what it's showing us, how many guys are a lap down at this point.
Yeah, this hurts from 8 back.
Yeah, we'll take a peek here at Raider. Kind of see what he's got going on here. He's coming down pit as well as Nick Alves. He might be using up that fast repair at this point. Yep, boop. You see that?
I love to watch that.
Man, I bet you the guys at Real NASCAR would appreciate that. Watch the back end. See if he fixes it.
Thank you.
No.
No, and he still has a spoiler that looks like an S.
Yes, he does. Probably wanting to get back out on the track as fast as he can because he's going to be caught here by the pace car.
Oh, yes.
So back out there they go.
If they have another couple laps, he could come in and do that quick fix.
Yeah.
You know, just a little. That looks like optional repair to me.
It's possible. I would not want to lose any downforce at this track here, Stella. With the front end plowing, you're kind of you're battling it around, hoping the butt end of the truck will push you around. If you start losing traction in the back, you might as well be shooting yourself in the foot.
Makes sense.
But
Makes
Raider
very
trying to
much
resume his spot here in the 6th position. So nice comfortable area. I don't know how bad that damage is going to affect him here.
Yeah, I'm hoping he knows that is pretty bent up back there.
Yep. 19 to go left in this one. Kind of float through our drivers here in just a little bit. Pace car lights are out. Guys double stacking here so far. We'll get through the next couple of laps and then we'll do a see your driver session. And then after that, we'll give hopefully a final shootout here as long as we can stay out from under caution.
Now, who was that blinking?
I'm not sure. Did you see a number?
Right there, 23. Gilbert.
Yeah,
Caleb.
Yep.
Oh,
Romney, Gilbert,
yep.
and Alves.
Caleb.
These guys have just slight internet problems. And, and Caleb may still be battling it. I think he was saying something
I would
about
have recognized it if it was Perrier.
yeah, I think it was something about the router problems he was having. But the 81, a lot of wheel spin out. Steven Sommer there gets rear-ended there by Berube toward the backfield.
Same with Caleb Gilbert. He got hit from behind, too. He didn't start off when everybody else did.
Right, Grant Thorpe in the best place he's been all night, up 12 positions so far, hanging in second. But we are about to end up in a 3 wide here with Burns top, Loveland bottom, which puts Raider in the middle. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, you definitely see how that spoiler's starting to mess him up here on that right rear.
That was a great save, though. I mean, you could see the whole car wiggle like a...
fish.
Dead fish.
Yes.
Well, like a live fish on a hook.
All right. But he's trying to see if he can poke around. Logan Romney's kind of been really a thorn in everybody's side at this point. He's fast in some areas. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Oh.
We are back under caution, and somebody's on their lid.
Oh, he landed on his wheels, but he was airborne.
I think Graham McGivern
He was trying to see his house from here.
Yeah, Graham McGivern ended up on the roof of that one.
And that was our one host that was up in the top 10.
Yeah, there for a little bit. Let's take a look here from the replay. Let's take a look. Gotta see where it started. I see Ted Rekich back here. Oh, McGivern broke loose. Looks like he gets in the fight. Oh, Berube. Boom.
Oh, yep. There we go. Oh, there's got to be some kind of... Oh, that's it. He's falling with style.
There you go. Yes. Falling with style. All right. But I want to kind of take a peek at... You actually saw how he was going around the track. Watch. It actually grabs a hold of his truck. He breaks loose here. When it rubs the wall, it snags him and brings him to a stop. Right there.
Yes.
Yeah, that may be
usually spinning to the left, but this one totally spun to the right, and then, wow.
They see me rolling.
Riding dirty.
Yeah, well, he's riding kind of crunched up at this point as he's down pit road. Definitely not a good look for him.
And we have somebody else that just rolled in.
I believe so. That is the 81 of Steven Sommer there. He was on the inside of the car that kind of broke loose there. We saw him sliding through the rest of the field. Definitely hate to see some of that out there, guys, but pace car lights are still on here. We're going to go ahead. I said we would go to the senior driver session. Let's go ahead and see what they're looking like here tonight and get through the field here. All right, everybody in the See Your Driver session there. Looks like we were doing pretty well there, but I believe we are back under caution. Last guy we're looking at here is Grant Thorpe. I think John Fike might have been it on this one. Oh, it probably got a little worse than he wanted it to be, so let's go ahead and take a look back at our guys here on the track. Unfortunately, get right back to our next caution.
Yeah, you can see the frustration level is reaching about the eyebrow level here.
Yeah, definitely for sure here. Let's take a look at top view here. Looks like Fike and Berube may have gotten into it here. Oh. Clink. Yeah.
I still see pavement.
Yeah, the two of them haven't touched. And Fike is around. So Fike actually getting doored a bunch here tonight. Justice Murphy said he kind of nailed him, and now Berube's bumped him there as well. I just don't know if iRacing is going to kind of tighten this up here a little bit, kind of with the issues we're seeing out here onto the track. Just unknown at this point whether what we're going to see kind of leading up to this one. I haven't talked actually to Grant Thorpe yet tonight. Let's have a chat with Grant Thorpe if we can. I want to see if we can grab him, move him down here to the booth. Grant Thorpe, man, how's it feeling out there on the track?
Front's destroyed, but we're having a great time.
All right, dude, right now you're hanging out in second position. Any idea how to get around Trevor Earhart with less than 5 to go?
Gonna need a really good restart here and hope I can be on his inside going into turn 1, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna take the top here. So
all right,
we'll see what happens.
Well, Raider is also behind you. Nervous about him back there?
Yeah, I think he owes me 1 or 2, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I don't know. After the Dover run there, Grant, he might have your number this time.
Yeah.
All right, man.
See.
Dude, I hope to see a fellow Tennessee boy here in the winner's circle, or at least a podium position here, bud. So I'm going to let you go. Try to buckle down. I want to ask one more question before I let you go here. How are the tires holding up for you out there, and what were your percentages here so far?
Last time I went in, I guess, so I hit early on the last cycle. So, I mean, last time I hit there at 98, because I only ran like maybe 10 laps on them. But, so, I'm all out of tires, so see how it goes.
Oh, man. All right, Grant, good luck to you, bud.
Appreciate it.
I'm confused. They have unlimited tires tonight.
Yeah, I think so, but we may have to kind of poke into that a little deeper here later on in the race and kind of see what else we've got going on out there. Let me see if, who else do we have?
Burns.
Yeah, but we haven't talked about Michael Bennett.
Oh.
Let's see if we can talk about Michael Bennett. I tried to catch up with him earlier and wasn't able to grab him. Let me see where he is.
Why are we 3 wide?
Where is Mr. Bennett out there? Oh, man.
In 11th place, number 6.
Yeah, I was trying to see where he is in the Discord chat here.
Oh.
I think I'm kind of getting mixed up.
Well, it makes it difficult when they don't have their normal handles.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. And I think that's kind of what's kind of mixing me up here. Let me see if I can shuffle through this just a little more here. See if I can find what is going on. There we go. Wow, I know who he is. I got him. Yeah, just a little different there. Let's see if I can have a chat with him down in the booth. Hopefully I don't mess him up too bad here. Michael Bennett, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
Well, it's going a lot better now that I can figure out who you are. I didn't think Big Smoke was going to get me there, bud.
Yeah. I definitely came up with that name when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we got Smoke and Big Smoke, so...
Yeah.
Well, I was going to keep it just with the tires, but you left the door open here, bud. Your car has been bent out of shape here a lot here tonight, bud. What's going on out there?
Just racing, man. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it's been out of shape. It's still running just like it was fixed. I accidentally used my fast repair, like the second time we pit. So I kind of screwed myself.
Dude. Dude, well, back under green here in just a little bit. Now, this is a fun race, so I hope you're not going to be too mad at me as we continue the conversation. Your rear spoiler looks like a curly fry, and you have definitely shaved down and clearance the right side of that truck. Anybody you've been getting into a bunch out here?
So on the pace laps, Justice was messing with me a little bit, but other than that, no, not really. Been pretty clean all night, honestly, it feels like, so it kind of stinks you're telling me it's been up like a Arby's curly fry.
Yeah, not looking good, but the explanation there of Justice Murphy, that would explain why I see the 12 on the left side of his truck kind of missing.
We are on final lap.
All right, bud. Good luck to you here, man.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
All right, let's go ahead and rotate our way back up here to Trevor Earhart, going ahead and still leading the race here. At this point, he may have it.
Raider is coming in.
Yep, Raider trying to slice through, but not enough.
Woof. He is messed up on the front end, too.
Wow.
Is it possible to watch the whole final lap?
Yes. Yes,
or
actually.
maybe two while we're preparing for the surprise?
Yeah, here in just a second. I want to make sure I don't miss that part. I miss that part, I'm gonna get an earful.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see if I can kind of narrow down where that that final pass happened there as we were kind of talking to Bennett.
Oh, nope. We begin.
And there they go. Everybody doing their burnouts here for the Bikes for Tykes RDK 125 here. And this is kind of a final ceremony that these guys do. Definitely mixing and matching here.
Try to come close to the finish line, guys, so we can keep you in camera.
That's all right. We're moving around. I got that chopper on the ball.
All right.
Come on, fight.
Oh, I like that backwards one. That was cool.
Good Lord, look at Kevin Orlando. Excellent. Oof.
Hey, oh, dear. Parker got back at somebody for something.
Wow, look at this.
That is just mayhem. Ooh. The bumper car aspect of this, I have to admit, is pretty amusing.
Oh, watch Raider. Oh, look out.
He's chasing somebody backwards. Although after the other night when we saw him do a lap backwards just to stay on the lead lap, I'll believe anything.
Yes.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, some guys are getting a pretty good licking out there.
Oh, yes, they are.
I think everybody wants to try to get a shot in on Raider.
Vicious. Vicious you all are. He's chasing now.
All right, doesn't look like a single vehicle out there has survived at this point. Still in pieces. Our race winner here, Trevor Earhart, going to go ahead and slide it just a little more heading down the pit road. Jeremy Burns, the mountain man, coming to give a last shot, but Grant Thorpe's got something to say about it. I was nervous Kevin Orlando might be broken. Maybe.
Possible.
Maybe not. All right. Let's go ahead and pull up our race results here and see kind of where everybody finished, and then we'll shuffle back to where our guys ended up. Trevor Earhart, Raider, and Logan Romney. Raider must have sent it in through that turn. Thorpe, Burns, Alves, Wreckage, Loveland, Gilbert, and Orlando rounding out our top 10. Man, talk about starting from pit and finish second.
Yep.
And I was going to say, if there are a couple of guys I think Raider doesn't have a problem with kind of taking that second place shot. Earhart, I would say, is one of them. Loveland's another. You know, just, man, you know, ones that you know, he knows are fast. But I think, there are ones out there, he's like, man, how in the world did I get so mixed up back there? And, and it's going to be a number of guys. It's just who gets under his skin the most that night. But they go ahead and finish it out there. On the front, 20 cars out there on the track. Let me see if I can go ahead and get caught up here with that, with what we saw.
With that final lap?
Yep. Let's see if we can get caught up with that on that restart here. Let's see here. All right. I want to stick up here with Robert Rader. Kind of during the white flag pass here.
Yeah, because I believe when he started from the restart, he did not have a U-shaped front end.
No. All right, so this is when the pace car came off at this point. And Grant Thorpe actually got bumped out of podium here. So a great restart there with Earhart. Grant Thorpe was hoping to hold on, but I think Romney might have gotten a hold of him here. Figure there's only 2 laps when they get around here back to the back. Back to the line, that'll be white flag. Grant Thorpe, whoa! See Grant having to back that up something serious there. 4-lap, the second to last lap here. White flag will be out. Raider fighting that truck around the turn here.
And it is already dented in.
Yep.
He did this with no front end and an S-shaped spoiler.
Yep. Here's Romney trying to see if he can make a move on him. Raider there with a massive cut. And he's able to hold off Romney and the wall. Whew. That's the end of the race on that one. We're going to try to go ahead and drum up the rest of our drivers here for the Bikes for Tykes run. And have a little chat with them. See kind of what happened and how the race felt for some of these guys out there on the track. Logan Romney ended up coming in that 3rd position. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to Logan here. Let's go ahead and have a chat here with our 3rd place finisher here of the night.
They are all waiting in the waiting room for you.
Logan Romney, you got a copy?
I got you.
There you go, bud. Dude, what a wild race this was out there tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was wild.
All right, man. Dude, it was definitely a battle here toward the front. Really kind of, when did you find it was a good idea to kind of slice underneath Grant Thorpe there to take a podium position here tonight?
Well, I seen he had a little bit of damage on the right front. Just knew I had to get him on the restart or I probably wouldn't have got by him.
All right, man, dude. And I think I've talked to a couple of drivers. I think Earhart was one of them. Raider was another one. We're kind of saying they were getting behind you and just couldn't seem to get around. Were you blocking it all, or is that you just running your line tonight?
No, I found the line early on the top, and it was really hard for them to get around me on the bottom with me carrying as much momentum as I had on the top.
Alrighty, dude. Still fantastic race here tonight. 3rd place finish here at the Bikes for Tykes RDK 125. Is there anything that could have changed here during the night to kind of get you that into the winner's circle here?
Well, I feel like those late race cautions really kind of threw it off, and then the contact with me and Loveland. I tried to save a set of tires, and then everybody just got back on the lead lap there, and if I would have pitted, it probably would have put me farther back on track position, and it's just so hard to pass. You can't really do that.
All right, man. Well, yeah, great job out there tonight, dude. Go ahead and give me your shout-outs here, and let's get you tucked in for the night.
Yeah, I just want to thank them for letting me come out and do this. A big part of our league, and getting me into the league was Ray Lane. I wouldn't be here without him, so, or Ray Lane, as y'all call him.
Yeah, I think we'll actually be seeing him next Wednesday in Nashville.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he is planning on, as long as he's in town, he'll be here.
All right, man. Well, great job tonight, and we'll catch up with you next Wednesday, bud.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, everybody. That is Logan Romney here. Let's go ahead and get straight to our 2nd place finisher here tonight. You know him well. Talked to him many of times. We saw him shoot through the entire field here. Let's go ahead and have a chat here with Robert Rader. Dude, all right. Well, I guess you have Chips with you.
We got Chips. Chips is in the building.
All right, man. Is that your comfort, Kitty, for not winning this race here tonight?
Yeah, well, actually, he's the one who's upset more than me. Just trying to calm him down after that. He thought we were in position to win. It just didn't work out. I really wish I could have started fourth or whatever I was supposed to start as instead of spending the whole race trying to get back with everybody. But it was a lot of fun and obviously for a good cause tonight. So shout out the whole Bikes for Tykes. No, everything about that. It was just a lot of fun. It took forever to get there, and then once we were there, I just needed to be a little closer to Trevor because I tried to get to him. I tried really hard, actually. I had planned to go ahead and hit him pretty hard, but I wasn't going to get to him unless I really did something ugly, so I kind of had to back out of it there. But congrats to Trevor. He earned it, so
yeah,
good race tonight.
I think if you had still had the front end of that Ford, you would have contacted, but it was already in the shape of a U, like you had connected with the tree there, so really kind of clearance the front end, unable to touch him.
Yeah, on that last restart, I knew that I had to get past Grant right away, or I was never going to have a shot at him. So I kind of just blasted Trevor and made him go. It was kind of the strategy there, and it worked to get me past Grant, but it did damage the truck a little bit. But I mean, I don't think we have a shot at winning the race at all if I don't do that. So it just kind of is what it is.
All right, dude. What a wild run it was tonight. I mean, especially starting from pit and firing your way all the way toward the front. Stella, you got anything for him here tonight?
Well, I was just gonna say, wait until you see the the shape of your truck at the end here in this broadcast. It is it's impressive as far as where you ended in the shape of that truck.
I'm not sure where I got all the damage from. If it was before the last restart, but I hit a couple of things and a couple of people out there tonight, I think too. So there's no telling.
Alrighty. And all right, Raider, go ahead and give me your shout-outs, bud, because I've actually got to wait for you to get ready for Nashville next week.
Nashville, yeah, fun. Yeah, Racing Revolution, Nashville next week. Should be a good race. I've heard that those cars are really good there, and I haven't done any practice or anything yet, but we'll get the Chapman machine out there and see what happens. And obviously, our league sponsors, give a shout out to those guys with Ultimate Siding and Gutters and Butt Kicker and Chapman Environmental Services and all the people involved there. And I think we put on a pretty good show tonight, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully anybody who was watching had a good time. And Scott was saying that we raised about $3,000, so that's really awesome to hear. And hopefully there's more to come. I don't think the money is done coming in yet, so hopefully we can get that higher.
Alrighty, Robert Raider, great job tonight, bud, in the 53 Ford, man. Can't wait to see what you got for us coming up next on Wednesday, bud.
Yep, see you next week.
All right, everybody, and that is Robert Raider. He seems to kind of got it down pat here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Trevor Earhart in the Sunkist machine. He got it done here tonight. Really, we've seen him a couple of times here in the view of the camera. Seems to know exactly what needed to get done to stay out front. I definitely want to have a chat with him, kind of what was the secret. We talked to Trevor before. Let's go ahead and get to it, bud. What was the secret to winning tonight?
Getting out front. The pit road. I somehow beat Loveland and Romney off pit road, and I think that was the key to it. I think we had good pace there that second run after I talked to you guys and said the tires were shot, and did a better job the second half saving them. And we got that caution, was able to get out in the front and hold on there. Thought Rob was gonna get me there on the last lap. He shipped it in there, and I got back to the throttle just in time to avoid the contact there. But that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely careful. When you go back and look at the replay of this, man, you got to see the front end of his truck was missing. I think that's the only thing that saved you coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, he gave me a pretty good shot on the restart. He was giving me a warning. He's like, "Be prepared for this restart. I'm gonna give you a shot here." And I thought I timed it fairly well, but he was on top of it there and he shipped me off down the front stretch. But thankfully, wasn't close enough in one and was able to hold on there.
All right, man, dude. Right now, you're on a pretty decent winning streak here so far. How's it feel coming? I believe 2 nights in a row here, bud.
Yeah, 2 nights in a row. It feels good. One Monday at Dover in the trucks, ran runner up last week to Kevin. in a truck race. One last night, one tonight. And tonight's not so much about the win. Tonight's just about being out here with all the guys, having fun, being here for the great cause that Scott puts on every year for the Bikes for Tykes. So the win's not the most important thing. The important thing is you're raising the money, getting the bikes donated to the kids in need. So just out here to have fun. But hey, get a little bit of bragging rights. Say, hey, I want a Bikes for Tykes race, and we'll come try to defend the title next year.
There
All
you
right.
go.
I was going to say, I'm sure some of those guys in Racing Revolution are out there. It was a little unfortunate tonight. I would appreciate you donating your win here tonight. Cough, cough.
Yeah, I think I still have to donate my winnings from last night. I think that winning is still up in the air on who that gets donated to. So I'm already down technically one win this week. I'm not trying to go down two.
Oh man. All right, here, Trevor. Fantastic job here tonight. I know, definitely, just win, man. But you got Nashville coming up on next Wednesday, and can't wait to see what you got for us there. But give me your shout outs here, bud. And let's get you ready for that.
Shout out to you and Stella for the great broadcast as always. Shout out to everybody who showed up tonight and donated for the great cause. Definitely shout out to Scott and all the guys in his league, Underdog, for putting on not only last night for tonight and letting us be a part of it. So big shout out to those guys. And shout out to the kids who get a bike for Christmas this year. Hopefully they enjoy that. And shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Hopefully we put on a good show for them, and we'll try to put on another great one on Wednesday.
All righty. And I can't wait to see you back in that Black Rifle coffee machine, bud.
Yes, sir. That paint scheme's coming back. We got the hat on tonight. It'll be back on the handbrake all Wednesday for the broadcast, and hopefully we can put it back on at the end of the night for Victory Lane.
All righty. Trevor Earhart in the 99 tonight, taking home the win. Great job tonight, bud.
Thanks, bud.
All right, everybody. Trevor Earhart, and he's getting it. He got it done. Definitely a good push from him to the end. We're gonna have a little chat actually with the coordinator here, and let's kind of have a little kind of conversation with him here, just a little bit. Give me just a second, if you don't mind. We'll kind of catch up with him, kind of get his final words on the end of this. There we go. Perfect. All righty, here we go. All right, Scott, end of the race here, bud. Looks like top three, man. Right now, Trevor Earhart, Robert Rader, and Logan Romney pull out 1, 2, and 3. How'd the race? How was the race out there for you?
Well, I did not perform as well as I did last night in that, because this is night 2 of it. But maybe I should have started off the way I did last night in mowing the grass in the infield on lap 2. But it took off on me last night. So we were actually talking in the waiting room there about the fact that we were surprised that there weren't more people going down the infield and mowing the grass. So it's so easy to do there at Iowa, especially if you're on fresh tires. So
yeah, absolutely. I think the only guy we saw on fresh tires spin out immediately, I think, was Kevin Orlando in the 27. I think fresh tires coming out of 4, and he sent it around, unfortunately. Nobody else got collected. It was at least a one-car spin, but, man, still the great driving out here tonight really put on a great show for you here.
Yeah, it was a good. We had a good long green flag run. We really didn't have the cautions till the end of the race. So it's different than last night's race where we had cautions early, and then we cleaned up and then had a long green flag at the end. So
yeah.
And I set up the race for the same conditions both nights. So what do you know? So
yeah. Well, Racing Revolution, they definitely they are clean really until the last 15 laps, and then whatever paint you came in with is then theirs. You decide to not hold on to it for much longer after that. They want to we definitely put on a great show here, man. But really, fantastic job once again. Can you give me your shout out here once again? For these Bikes for Tykes and how to donate again.
Well, I tell you. Shout out to begin with for Kevin Orlando, who he was one of 2 guys when this idea first came up 3 years ago in the league we were in, who when I said, hey, I want to get enough just to donate 3 bikes, and they were, no, we're promoting this thing like you won't believe. And and we got 19, and then the next year we got 33, and we're on pace right now to get to 36. And so, I mean, it just keeps growing by leaps and bounds. And it just shows the generosity of people, you know, because they're donating for bikes for kids who are in North Central Iowa they're never going to see. Cool story. The dealer where the bikes go to, the Ford dealer here in town, he told me a story about that. He had a little boy came in with his mom and wanted to talk to him, and said, "Well, I want to donate a bike. How do I do that?" And it turns out this little boy had received a bike the previous year, got himself a paper route job, saved up money so he could do the same thing for another kid that was done for him.
Wow.
Oh.
So talk about a cool pay it forward type
Yes.
thing. So, you know, and you know, I think about how many kids' lives maybe we've changed for the better because we did something for them.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not often that you can help, but when you can, you definitely want to.
Yeah, and I look at it as, you know, hey, every single bike that we buy, that's one kid who's got a better Christmas.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's unfortunate that in our area, it's 9 counties, but every year there's a need for about 600 bikes. So it is the reality of life, that for some kids, Christmas is not as good as we would think it would be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like we were talking about before, inflation makes it hard, joblessness makes it hard, and it's just drumming up enough money to try to make sure, you know, there's always somebody out there who may be worse off than you are. And last thing to me is, you know, for a child to go without something. You know, I think everybody else deserves a chance at, you know, a decent meal, a nice place to live, and, you know, and in this case, a bicycle at that. You know, I mean, every kid, you know, to me, if you don't know how to learn how to ride a bike, you're kind of the joke out there, man. But you're the cool kid on the block when you got one.
Yep, and it gives them that first sense of freedom. You know, you can get on your bike, you can go ride somewhere. You don't have to depend on your parents to drive you somewhere.
Right. So, all right.
Plus, for some racers, it's that first chance to race somebody. So
absolutely, yeah, just getting that extra little piece out there. So I'll have you up on the screen, Scott Kerberg. Check him out on Facebook. You'll be able to donate to the Bikes for Tykes out there, man. I'd actually love to see you on pace for 50, if I can figure out how, bud. But man, this is the best I can do for you out there tonight,
Yep.
for you, bud. But great race tonight. Anything else to add here, man?
just a big thank you to you guys for broadcasting this tonight. To you know, all the racers, all the family, friends, my coworkers, etc., who donated to this cause. They just continue to amaze me, and you know, I really appreciate it. I know that my dad, if he was here to see this, he would be, you know, he'd be so proud to see what we're doing in his memory. So
yeah, definitely, for sure. I know exactly what you mean, bud. Oh, too well. So, all right, Scott, great job tonight, bud. And actually, I hope I'm able to catch up with you next year for the same reasons, man.
we're hoping for the 4th annual. So,
all righty.
All right.
Scott Kerberg running the 14 Toyota tonight, bud. Appreciate you joining us here.
you bet. Thank you.
All righty, here, Stella. Wow, definitely good to see. Like I said, when they're on pace for a good amount of vehicles out there, that's exactly, you know, bicycles. You know, mechanical vehicle here. But you know, it's good to see that, you know, it actually people are able to kind of come up with that sort of thing and help out as much as they can.
Yeah, it is the season, and you know, and I'm gonna try to behave and say it's always better, you know, to give than to receive. The story about the kid coming back and wanting to give you know, pay it forward, give a bike to another kid. That is just so heartwarming. I mean, that's when you know for a fact you have changed someone's life.
Yeah, and not every day does that happen. But in this case, it did, and I hope this broadcast has kind of given you guys an opportunity, kind of open your eyes of what is out there and how you can help the kids in that northern Iowa area. But thank you again for joining us here at SimTraX Broadcasting. You can find everything out we're doing at SimTraxBroadcasting.com. Don't forget to join Scott Kerberg on his Facebook. That way you can find out how to donate to Bikes for Tykes. But that is going to do it for us here at Iowa for the big Bikes for Tykes RDK 125. I'll see you guys in a few days for the Graceland Shootout Series on Saturday. So be well, be safe, be kind. Bye, guys.